Hey, what's up, guys? It's been a while. Um, I just need to adjust this mic. Uh, so Krpano's released a new version, 1.21. So it's a pre-release. That means it has some bugs, but it's usable. So I'm here to talk about one of the coolest features, I think, which is the 3D effect, 3D transitions. Ah, anyway, I've started using it, so here's what it looks like. It's basically the same as what 3D Vista has. They had this in the, I think, even the oldest version. So it's really cool, and it kind of, you no longer need to do the 3D effect using the dollhouse. I mean, because it's really hard to do. I mean, with this effect, I think, it already wows the client, so it gives you more power. Yeah, here are some other samples we did. So works best if you have scenes that are closer together, but even if they're far, like this one, I had an aerial and going down, going here, going up. So I just did some minor tweaks in able to do the going up and going down, because they're not like, doesn't work by that, doesn't work like that by default. It's always like one floor, like you're just going straight and straight. So yeah, let me just prepare my files and hide face and just pull up my files. Okay, I'm back. So for this tutorial, I want to recreate this, sort of just the transitions, not the entire UI, because that's gonna take a while. Here are the files. So just up to the second floor, so I can just show you how to go up and down. So, well, first thing you need to do is download the latest version. So make sure you have 1.21. So this one, download. Well, actually, if you go to download, you will see 1.21 is the default. Yeah. So as usual, drag this thing. So I have two installed. This one is the latest. So open Krpano tools, drag. Oh, sorry, stupid. Make Vitor, drag it here. Okay, I'll pause for now and hit resume when it's done. When almost done. Okay, so it's done. Click editor. So if you're familiar with the Krpano world, it produces a Vitor folder, so it's here. And this editor just edits the XML file. So let's click editor. And what's different this time is the hotspot editor. So I click add hotspot, click here, and then select hotspot target and click edit transition. Then it asks you where it came from. So it's not, so I cannot put it here because it didn't come from here, so I just estimate it, so it's on the other side of this wall, because otherwise the transition will be wrong. So you have to point it where this is standing, like where this camera tripod is standing, so around here. Then click done, save. Okay, so then we add another one. So I have a trick to fix this later, because now it's pointing to the door, and it should be somewhere here, right? Like click here and goes there, because we need one going to the door for the living room. So the living room goes somewhere here, I think. So is that right? So I think here. So look for the arrow and drag it. So yeah, I can just forward these parts. I also have a one going to the bathroom. Or powder room. Straightforward, just goes straight. Not much problems here. We have going on here half the stairs landing. I don't know what they really call it. Came from this, I think. So that's what I meant. Like, it should be going up a bit. So I made minor tweaks to the code to allow me to do that. And one here, somewhere here. Pointing here. And going to the link. I only used the 360s up to this point. There's 3 more. We don't need it for this tutorial. And then going back somewhere here. Okay, save. Oop. Okay, click. So there's a bug actually. If you have too many of these hotspots, you will notice some will disappear. I have not pinpointed exactly when that happens. Just know that it has a bug and just keep saving your files, because if you keep doing this, you'll notice some will disappear, some will get overridden. Yeah, so okay, start point, start view, set startup view, just standard stuff. Actually, it's kind of useless coming from a hotspot click, because a hotspot click leads you to the view where, to the direction where you click. This works if you click on the thumbnail. So click save tour, and then let's open Sublime or any text editor. I'll close this. So again, if you're not familiar, it creates backups. So these are the old files. So we're gonna open tour.xml, but I'm just gonna drag everything here. Okay, so what we're gonna, so if you can see, the hotspots have been inserted. So these ones, this is the new 3D transition hotspot. So what are we gonna do? Okay, let me just run tour server to open the virtual tour. So we have a tour. Problem is hotspots are in the wrong place and doesn't go up. Does it go up? No, it doesn't. It goes straight like that. Okay. So what I did is here. Okay, where's that? Look for 3D. So this is what's called now when you do the 3D transition. And I was playing around with these and seeing where I can adjust some code so that you can do like a going up and going down. And then so I realized it's this V value. If I'm not mistaken, it's this one. So what I did is I added a code here that checks if the hotspot has a vertical offset. So what I did is here, if I need something to go up or down. So this is living going to the stairs. I added a vertical offset, and I noticed negative goes up, positive goes down. So the number that I noticed was decent. I mean, enough to give an effect of going up is -30. So here I do a check. I check if the hotspot that was clicked has a vertical offset attribute set. So this is checking if it's not null. So if it's not null, I set the V value and get that vertical offset. So the V, it's like we're just overriding the V value and then we're passing it here. So before it's just this, I'm not even sure what this does, but I noticed that if the hotspots are too high or too low, it does do the up and down, but in this case where it just a short stairs, it didn't do that, so we have to like manually, or so we're just sort of cheating it. So now let's go inside. Wait, start scene. This goes directly to the scene so that I can test. So let's start here. Did it go up? Did it go up? Go up? No, it didn't. Okay, what did I do wrong? Okay, so I'm not sure what I did wrong. So let's debug. So here, go here. I add a console log. So it should be going here. So they have a new shortcut to get the, so instead of doing this, you can do, you can add what character is this? The multiply character. So it's the same. So let's see what happens. Open F12. I don't know what this is. Oops. Going up, it says null. Okay, so it's not getting this value. Why? Vertical offset. Okay, so I'm stupid because it should be color that vertical offset. So color is the object that you click. In this case, it's the hotspot. It's this entire thing, this hotspot, and color dot vertical offset is getting this value. Okay, let me refresh. It should now be going up. Yeah. So now the problem is it's not going down. So let's just add a on the stairs part. I'm just gonna add this and do positive 30 this time. So from stairs going to the living, I do 30. So we fix the up and down. Up, going down. Okay, so how about, so we've now done the up, down, up. Oh, that's another, so let's do that. Oh, wrong window. So from stairs, we're going to the second floor. Maybe make it 40, negative 40 this time, because it's a bit steeper. And hallway going to the stairs landing, it's this one. I will add 40. So refresh. Okay, going up, boop, then going up, boop, going down. So now have a going up and down effect. So how do we fix this, like having hotspots in the wrong place? Because once we move this, the effect will no longer be correct. So what I did in this case is I added hotspots. Okay, let's go to this scene. So I will create, well, it's not the smartest solution, but it works. So I'll create another hotspot here and then hide this. So this is So we're at the scene. That is the one going to the facade. I will duplicate this and call it 2B. And then I am gonna hide this. Just do an enabled false. This makes it not clickable, so let's try that. And so this is no longer clickable. Oh, because I duplicated it. Sorry. I'll hide this. Control / comments out the entire line. So it's no longer clickable, and I do a visible false. Okay, it's hidden now. Now we need like another hotspot here. I can use the editor, I can use the toolbox. Let me just think it's the best route. Okay, I'll just use the editor. So pull up editor again. I'll drag the I'll drag the XML here, and here I'll add another hotspot. Go like somewhere here. Doesn't matter where. And here I'll add another one here, because this one goes inside but triggers this. Okay, save. So when I save this file will get updated. Save. Okay, so we have the 2 new hotspots. So what I am gonna do now is, so this is actually the 2B. I'll just copy. Well, okay, I'll copy everything. Actually, I'm not sure if this will work, because I did it for another hotspot. I haven't tried it for the default hotspot. So here I'm gonna do. I think these are useless. These are useless. You won't need it. So on click, I'm just gonna override the on click and do I call this call with I'll try to explain what this is. So basically what we'll do is when you click here, we're just gonna say, it's as if like you're clicking this one. So call with hotspot, like click this and call its call with does it work like this? I'm actually not sure. Let's try. So what are we doing? We're clicking this. Wait, I'm confused. We are going to the facade. Yeah, so it worked. So when we click this, it's calling the hidden hotspot. Okay, to not confuse you, let's hide this. This is the new one. Okay, so we only have this. So remember, we hid this one. Okay, so let's not hide it. So when I click this, it's clicking that. Because if I move this there, the animation is incorrect. Okay, so yeah, so that's the workaround. I mean, there are smarter ways to do this, but it's faster, I guess. Okay, so let's do it for the other spot, which is this one, and we do we hide this one, and then I create another. So yeah, it's not the, I guess, smartest way, but it's a hack, I guess. And then I'm gonna call spot 1. So this one goes facade now. This one goes to the leaf. So when I click here, I'm sort of like clicking the hotspot here. Whoop. And here we can do the same thing. I'm gonna create a like hotspot here. Okay. So I should have done it earlier. Repeat. One side. One side. I add another hotspot here. Okay. Click save. Close. Go back to. So from living, what happened? This was added. This new hotspot. So now I hide the hotspot going to the garage. So I do this. And now I call this 3B because that's the one to the garage. This is useless. Actually, even this one I believe is useless. So we copy this part here and we call spot 3. We click spot 3. Going back. So the hotspot here is hidden, but when you click this, it clicks that hotspot. So it's just kind of weird because you're pointing here and it's moving to the right. But yeah, it's a workaround. So yeah, that's the latest thing I learned. You should check out the new features. Go to the release notes here. So major changes is the scroll area. It is before this was a plugin, now it's built in. I played around with it. You won't notice. I mean, if you change your code, you won't notice the difference. But now it's built in. The way you put layers now is different. Before you need to declare the like y values every time you're inserting a new like layer. And now, where is that demo? So this is new. I mean, looks uninteresting. Looks not interesting from here, but this grid layout here, it's really important. Flow children is there. So this one, where the parent adjusts whenever you like adjust something inside it. This is a game changer because prior to this, like every time I added like an object inside this, I had to like tell Krpano the X and Y position. So now I just insert the layer and the parent adjusts. So it's easier to do this stuff that I've been doing in the past, like these ones. So like I created this one accordion long time ago and it was so difficult to do. Like I had to compute every time this guy closes, I had to compute where these guys go. So imagine this has a Y value like 10, 50 and then 90, and then when I click I have to add a height and then recompute this. So now it's easier to do this. So what else? There are many changes. I think this is just like version 1 of many things to come. It's just like a base. For the 3D transitions, like the doll houses, it mentions something like about caching. Because before, how do I explain it? Let's go here. So the way these 360s work is they have a 3D model to represent the boxes. So before, every time you switch, it loads another 3D model just to be able to create this effect. And now, the way I understand it is if you have 10 scenes, you only need one 3D model and it's being cached. So loading will be faster and yeah, files will be lighter because you don't have to repeat that 10 files over and over again. So yeah, you should explore it. So I realized now that tutorials I have on the site, YouTube, are outdated. So I will create one for the new version. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching.